Hi, sixth graders. I just wanted to make a little video to show you what you'll be doing while I am gone. Please make sure that you are being very, very, very respectful to this sub and treating her with respect and doing everything that she asks you. If you do not, she's going to write your name down and I will deal with you when I return, and it will not be a great thing. So make sure that you're just doing what you're supposed to, getting your work done, and then going about your day. All right, so here's what you're going to be working on. For the first 4 days, so Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week, you are going to be working on a geometry scavenger hunt. It is not super hard. If you follow the directions and do everything it says, you should be able to get an A on it. All right, I'll show you what that is, but I just want to keep going through the rest of the week. So today, you're going to watch this video, which you're already watching, and then you're going to start your geometry project. So you're going to just work on the definitions today. And then tomorrow, you're going to finish the definitions, but you need to double check that for each one you wrote a complete sentence. And that will all make sense once I show you the project. Then you're going to work on characteristics and formulas. And then if you have time today, you can start finding pictures. And then next Monday, when you come back, you're going to finish the picture or the characteristics and the formulas, and you're going to work on the pictures. And then Tuesday is your last day to work on the project. So you're going to finish everything, highlight your picture, add decorations in color, and turn it in. It is due on Wednesday, May 1st. Okay, so not this week, but next Wednesday. And then on Wednesday of next week, you're going to make sure your project is turned in. And then you're going to take the quiz that goes along with this project. So if you found pictures of everything in your project, the quiz should be pretty easy because all you're doing is matching the name of the thing with the picture. Okay, you only get one attempt on it. So if you bomb it, that's a really big bummer. You want to make sure that you're taking your time and that you finish your project and then you take the quiz. Okay, and then lastly, when you finish the quiz, because that shouldn't take you very long, you're going to work on Unit 6 vocab. And there are quite a few words. So it's not due until Friday of this week, and you'll have a work day either Thursday or Friday of next week. Okay, so that's kind of the schedule. Now I want to talk about the geometry scavenger hunt. So you will find it in Schoology. Let's see. Here it is. It's in the geometry scavenger hunt folder. There's this one is the assignment, and then the quiz is right here. And remember, you can't take this until you're ready. Okay. So then you will go back into Notability after you have copied that over. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty long, but it's not too hard as long as you're following directions. Sorry, let me turn on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so here's what it is. Your task is to find the following geometric terms or figures below in real life and take a picture of them. There are a total of 14. You can use a picture from the internet for only 4 pictures. So that means you need to find 10 of them around the classroom. Okay, you will use items around the school, around your house, outside, and you'll do the project in Notability. Your project must be neat, visually appealing, and include your best effort. Now, if you do not have your iPad today, that's a bummer because now you have to do the whole project on paper, and it's a little bit harder on paper. So if you don't have your iPad, you will be doing the project on paper for the whole rest of the week. All right, so this is what you need. There are 9 angles and lines that you are going to be finding. You get 3 points for each one. So you get 1 point for having a picture, 1 point for highlighting it or showing what you're talking about in the picture, and then you get 1 point for the definition. Now this is the part that people lose points on. They do not have their definition in complete sentences. That means a capital letter at the beginning and a period at the end. Okay, so then we go on to 2-dimensional figures. There are 3 of these, and these ones are pretty much the same. You need a picture, you need a formula for the area, and then you need additional information. And it says all of that once you get to those pages. And again, has to be in complete sentences. And then our last section is 3-dimensional figures. There are only 2 of these ones. You need a picture, you need a formula for the volume, and then different information, again in complete sentences. And then lastly, you get points for your project being neat and visually pleasing, meaning I can read it, and that you put forth effort. Now, Your project should not just be turned in all black pen. That's pretty boring. Add color to it. You can color the backgrounds. You can add different pictures to make it exciting. Don't make it super boring. All right, so this is just the introduction page. Let's look at what it actually is. So here's our first one. Angles and lines. This is an acute angle. So if you notice that this acute angle spot is blue, you're going to click on that. Remember, you have to be in the pen. So once you click on that, I would split your screen. So now it tells us our definition. Our definition says an acute angle is less than 90. So that's what you are going to write. But again, complete sentence. So capital letter at the beginning, period at the end. Whoops. An acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Period. You cannot take a screenshot of that and put it in here. You have to either type it or write it. Okay, so that's your definition. Today, I would suggest that you go through and just do the definitions of all of them. So click on the links. Okay, so if we keep scrolling, there are 14 different things that you are finding definitions of. Now that we're in the two-dimensional figures, you have to write characteristics and the area formula. And both of those links are blue. So let's click on parallelogram. We need 4 characteristics. Well, it's those 4 with the arrows there. So opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are equal in length. And then when we need the area formula, we just click on that link and it should bring us right to where the area is. So it says the area is the base times height. So that's what I would write here. Base times height. Okay, so that page is a little goofier. Triangles is the same thing. You'll click on those links. Trapezoid, same thing. I want to get down to the 3-dimensional. So right here. This time it says shape of base. I'm going to give you one hint for your bases. This is a rectangular prism. Let's click on the link. We learned this back in Unit 1, but if you forgot, a rectangular prism, well, maybe they don't have a picture for us. Here we go. A rectangular prism has a rectangle base. So where it says shape of base, you're going to write rectangle. And then our last 3D figure one is a triangular prism. What shape of the base do you think that is? I'll give you a hint. It's in the name. Okay, so now let's go back up to my acute angle. So now that we have our definition, we now need a picture. And 10 of them have to be found in the classroom. You can only Google 4 of them and put those pictures in. So I actually have an acute angle right here. Let me pull up my camera and I will show you what I mean. All right, so here's my shoebox. Okay, this right here is an acute angle because it's less than 90. So I'm going to take a picture of this, add my picture in, and you want to make sure that your picture is nice and big, like filling that whole box. Okay, so now that's another point just for putting my picture in. The third point for this page is you have to highlight what you're talking about. So my acute angle is right here in my picture. If you do not highlight, you will lose points. And this is like one of the easiest things to do. So make sure that you do not forget to do it. Okay? So you will be doing this for every single one. You'll find a definition, find a picture somewhere in the classroom. You can't just draw a picture of it and put it in. It's a scavenger hunt. You have to find it in the classroom. They are all over the place for them. Look at pictures on the internet and then see if you can find it in person in the classroom. Please make sure that when you're walking around the classroom, if you move something, you put it back. Okay? Keep my classroom nice and neat, especially since I'm not going to be here. So this project, again, you're going to be working on it for the next 4 days. So you have today, you have tomorrow, which is Friday, and then you have Monday, Tuesday to get it finished. Wednesday, it is due, so you have to turn it in on Wednesday. And then Wednesday, you'll take the quiz and you'll do vocab. And then I will be back on Thursday as long as my plane comes in and I will see you all on Thursday. If you have questions, you can send me a message on Schoology, and I'll do my best at answering them. I'm not guaranteeing that I'll answer it in that hour, but I'll do my best to make sure I respond to you. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye, 6th grade.